Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming. It's great to see you here. This is the AI Festival, and we call it the annual AI Festival. We actually have been doing this for quite a while, although we did take a break for a couple of years in the middle. This has been going on actually since 2005 or 6. So this is the celebration of AI research in Iceland, and it's happening here for a few reasons. I am the director of the Center for Analysis and Design of Intelligent Agents at Reykjavík University, and or CADIA for short. It's a bit of a long title. And this is an AI research center. This center was founded in 2005. This is a rough timeline of our AI research at CADIA up until this point in time. So it is kind of nice to celebrate at this point. This year is basically the 10th anniversary year of CADIA as a research center at Reykjavík University. So, and we have had several things going on this year, and this is one of the events associated with that anniversary. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit. So this is the schedule for today. And I'm opening the festival here at the beginning. And then we have our esteemed guest speaker, Noel Sharkey, who's going to talk about killer robots. And then we have Chris Thorisson talking about the need for ethics policy in relates to artificial intelligence. We will have a coffee break, and there will be coffee and refreshments right outside the door. After that, we come back for a very interesting panel on the ethics of AI, robotics, and neurological enhancement. All issues that are kind of touching us today when we think about the future, which is very relevant this week to really be thinking about the future. And then at 5 o'clock, we all break out for more refreshments, beer and other things, but also for demonstrations of current AI projects that are ongoing here at Reykjavík University, and also some of our collaborators outside Reykjavík University. I wanted to say just a couple of things, because when you have 10 years, you want to say something that is of, something very deep. And the deep thing that I thought of thinking was, okay, at this moment in time, what did we say at the very beginning about what artificial intelligence centers should be doing? Like what was the goal for a place like CADIA? So I took a magnifying glass and I went up here to this timeline, and I'm trying to zoom in at the very beginning here. Oh, we see Yngvi there. Yngvi and Kristin were the ones who founded CADIA back in the day, in 2005. Looks like Yngvi is there, who now is actually our Dean of Computer Science. He's talking about the objectives of CADIA. And we can see, if we use our magnifying glass, that the objectives are to do leading research in AI. So there's a big research component in different fields that are related to AI, intelligent systems, machine learning, intelligent user interfaces, and virtual agents. And we also wanted to increase the education level in AI, to educate, to bring up new generations. And lastly, to support the Icelandic high-tech industry. So there are the three pillars, if you will, the research pillar, the education pillar, and then the link to society in general and industry in particular. And I believe that we have been, of course we've been working towards these things, and I believe we have done quite a good job at it. With regards to the research side, we have now, CADIA is now a very large research center. We have over 40 to 50 people actually working within CADIA on different topics, and here are some of the topics that CADIA is working on. We have 7 faculty members. In terms of getting the next generation educated, we have already produced at least 3 doctoral students that have graduated with a doctoral degree focusing on AI here in Iceland and gone on to do good things elsewhere. And we have almost cannot count how many master's degrees and bachelor degrees we have been supervising. And it's very nice to note that we do allow all undergraduates at the very first years of university studies to come and work with us at CADIA. So we are really taking our job seriously when it comes to education. And then in the last part, which is the connection with the industry and society outside the university, we actually undertook one of the most ambitious projects from spinning up from CADIA, and that was the Institute for Intelligent Machines, headed by Chris Thorisson. This was in a response to that goal or objective to bridge the gap from academia over to the world outside. So this institute is an independent institute from the university, but as you can see, they're closely related in their objectives. The focus is different. And so today you're seeing the AI Festival and also the past AI Festival as a collaboration between these two entities, CADIA and IIIM. So that's all I want to say to give you a little bit of a context for CADIA and IIIM and this festival that we have here today. But I want to also introduce our speaker, Noel Sharkey, because in a way he embodies exactly the spirit of CADIA and IIIM in so many ways. I should say one thing, he's probably best known for his public appearances, such as on TV and radio in the UK, and his involvement in building up competitions for young people that engage the generations in a way with AI as a possible future work or future education for them. And this has exactly been something that CADIA has been doing in the past, such as we have had competitions, we have had garage hacking events and so on. So Noel is definitely kind of an inspiration for all of this and for all of us. Now, Noel also actually embodies another aspect of CADIA and IIIM that we are really excited about, and that's the interdisciplinary nature of artificial intelligence. Coming from a background of psychology, sciences, and engineering, bringing them all together in this field is kind of, well, it gives you a perspective on the human state, and you're working with the human brain or the human ability and intelligence. You want to get the big picture. And this is exactly what we've also been doing here at Reykjavik University, and CADIA as a center is actually spanning computer science, School of Engineering, and Department of Psychology. So students in psychology are also participants, and so is the faculty. So those are things that I'm really excited about that Noel is bringing. But now Noel actually has then adding some kind of a new thing here that is a growing concern, let's say. He has been pioneering sort of the thinking about the dangers of AI. And this has taken concrete form, in a way, from this committee that he's chairing. This is the International Committee for Robot Arms Control. So it's an international committee that it has the aim of building an international treaty around killer robots to somehow prevent disaster. And he will be talking about that here as well today. And this is one aspect we also wholeheartedly are interested in and agree with, and we will have some discussions later on this topic. So I think that's would serve as a good introduction to our esteemed speaker, who is also was a professor of robotics at Sheffield University, along with all of these other things that he's been engaged in. So I would like to welcome you to the podium and switch over to your machine, which is going to be a fun exercise, as always.